All right, I'm recording. So, basically, this is the normal type of engulfing, guys. Do we agree? Do you guys agree with me?
Yes.
This right here is the normal type of engulfing that I learned from the Malaysians. This is the normal type of engulfing that I learned from the Malaysians. Now, did I speak with you guys about OHLC, open, high, low, close?
Not specific.
I think I never mentioned that with you guys. So basically what I'm going to do is today we're also going to talk about, first we're going to talk about OHLC, right? And we're going to talk about combining with EG, which is obviously OHLC to me is more or less like let's call it SNR, right? So that's what we are going to be laying today. First of all, let's talk about OHLC. Now, let's say this is 4 hours. This is a buy candle, green. And let's quickly change this to a sell candle. Now, you guys can agree with me that for a buy candle, right, this is where price opens. Am I correct for a buy candle?
Yes.
Yes.
And when price opens here, it came down as low as this point and started, my bad. Hold on a sec, guys. Hold on a sec. Price came down as low as this point. As low as this point, right? Retraced back up and left this week. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Now price went back up and this is the highest point it came. Am I correct?
Yep.
Yep.
And then it retraced back and this is where it closed. This is the open, this is close. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Now in this scenario, right? In this scenario, we take now considering support, we take it from the wick of this candle to the body of the candle. That is our support. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. SNR.
Now, yeah. Now the same thing goes with a sell candle. Price opens here, and then this is where it closed. Now, when it opened here, this is the highest point it came, right? And then it retraced back inside, and then came down to this point. This is the lowest point it came, and then it retraced back, and this is where it closed, right?
Yes.
Now, we consider these points from the body to the wick itself as our resistance zone. So now this is the meaning. This is the meaning of OHLC. Now let me give you guys. Let's quickly check an example. Now this is an example of what I am talking about. So this is support. This is resistance. This is support. This is resistance. This is support. This is resistance. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, there's no much thing we need to talk about this as a whole right here. There's nothing to really talk about. This is me explaining the way I take my support and resistance. This is how my support and resistance is. Now, SNL, in terms of AKFX would actually tell you that This is resistance, right? But for me, this is not only resistance. The entire resistance is this. That is my resistance. Do you understand? So which means that when I'm combining engulfing and resistance as a whole, when I'm combining my resistance, right, I'm not basically drawing the entire, I'm not drawing this. I am drawing this. Does it make sense? Because this is my support.
Yes.
So now, if a red candle breaks outside this zone, right? If a red candle breaks outside this zone, these forms are like some sort of engulfing, right? This is when I consider it to be a break. When a body is outside this place, this is when I consider it to be an engulfing field. Now, I needed to teach you guys the first type of engulfing so you could understand the storyline from that particular type of engulfing, so that when I open you guys' eyes to the world of support and resistance, like to the world of engulfing plus SNR, you guys will be amazed at what you're going to say. So I repeat my question. So far, do you guys understand my support and my resistance?
Yes. I just
Yes.
have one small doubt. So if there are two consecutive bullish candles, you won't consider the wick of the second candle like domino buy in support and resistance.
What do you mean? What do you say?
You look for support and resistance only after buy sell candle and sell buy candle, or
Yes,
even
yes,
in the
yes,
consecutive candle.
yes. Buy sell candle and sell buy candle.
Okay.
Now look at this. This was a monthly break of structure. If we had waited for this, hold on a sec, guys. My dog is kind of like misbehaving or something. Like, hold on a sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys. So now, if I had actually waited for this candle, this zone to be being broken out of, right? This would have been late. This would have been very late. Anyways. So now, I don't take that first one as the type of engulfing that I want to. Now, this right here is the right type of engulfing plus SNR. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Let me give you more example. Let me give you guys more example.
So Adam.
Yeah.
So the real break is if the SNR level breaks.
Yes, that's the real break. Right now, price is currently inside a roadblock. This is the roadblock. So I'm expecting price to retrace back down to this level. Retrace to this level before we start buying, because currently monthly is bullish. And if you go back to the weekly time frame, we switch down to the weekly time frame, you can actually see that if you guys had waited for this entire thing to break, would have missed out. Whereas this is the right break of structure.
Yes.
And when price pulled back, price had to respect this left shoulder here. And of course, daily is weekly is actually bullish. So for price to actually respect the retracement, you guys should just know that while price is retracing, it could be that daily could be bearish. So for price to respect this weekly push, we need daily to actually align with the movement of the market. And so if you go back to the weekly time frame, if you go to the daily time frame, you can see that this was a break of structure here. Can you see that? Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, so in the process, that brings me to like the second thing that I'll teach you guys in this video. Okay, I talked about OHLC. I talked about combining SNL and EG. I'm going to talk about liquidity. In the process, I will also discuss liquidity with you guys. So now, apparently, you guys would have considered this to be an engulfing, like price broke this level and never came back. But this is the actual break of structure here. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
This right here was an actual break of structure. This right here was an actual break of structure. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
This right here, you guys would have considered this to be like price is still inside the zone, but that's false. This right here was an actual break of structure.
I just got one small doubt.
Okay.
So in say the second last example which you showed, or any one example you showed, the second
Right.
candle's wick was always lower than the first candle's wick.
Yeah.
So is it so in case it's opposite? Let's say we are looking for EG sell, and the
Right.
last bearish candle wick is above the bullish candle wick. How would you mark
You consider the bullish in this situation. You consider this.
Okay, so the last
Now
candle.
let me explain. Let me tell you why. There is something inside here that you're not seeing. If you go down to the 4 hours time frame, let's say if you go back to the 1 hour time frame, there is something here that you're not seeing. And if price is supposed to break that structure, this level has to be broken out of entirely. So now what this SNL thing is doing for you is to understand. Now, this is when you guys are actually learning the right thing as in respect to understanding storyline. If you go to my stories, I pinpoint so many things on my stories today. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's something that I've sat down and I've compiled and I've tend to understand direction as a whole and how market is working. Because now if you consider, there are some times that price will eventually break an engulfing and then comes back and you're like, why did price not respect that engulfing failed? It's because this red candle, the wick was eventually long, and then it felt like that was an engulfing failed, whereas price didn't even violate this OHLC. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now
Yes.
let me break it down from the 12 months time frame so that you guys can understand what I'm saying. I'm not teaching you guys liquidity yet, but I'm just refreshing you guys' brain so that you guys can eventually see it for yourself. Now, we had a 12-month engulfing failed. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And the second time price tested that level was, as usual, we need a one-time frame confirmation and a change of storyline. So going back to our 3-month time frame, now, normally we would consider this to be the zone that price needs to break. But in this situation, I will consider this level as the level that price needs to break. So obviously, if price closes like this, if price should close like this in the next 23 days, we might have formed this. So we would have formed engulfing failed plus engulfing, which means that if price retraces back inside here, we are buying to the upside. Now, apparently, price could not break that level. And as such, price had to come back to respect this level right here, this left shoulder here. So this is our 3 months. Let me quickly change this to 3 months. Change this to 3 months. So now for this bullish closure right here, price is actually retesting like the one time frame confirmation, which was this. So I'm going to mark this. So now you guys remember how engulfing candles are being formed. Do you guys remember?
Yes.
Now, engulfing candles are formed as a result of a lower time frame breakout structure. So which means if we have an engulfing failed on a 1 hour time frame, the chances that it may form an engulfing on the 4 hours time frame is 60 to 80%. I hope you guys are aware of that, right?
Yeah.
Do I explain? It's something I've showed you guys time without number.
I don't remember you explaining that. If you can just go through.
Yeah. Okay, good. I explained that to you guys vividly. I remember I did. So now whenever we have an engulfing buy, right, and then price falls to the downside, it should form, let's say this is H1. It should form H4 engulfing sell. I showed you guys while I was teaching formation of engulfing.
Yes.
If price forms, and in fact, if you have a lower time frame change of storyline, it forms the opposite engulfing on the higher time frame. So let's say price formed an engulfing and price was going down, and we expected price to respect this level, but it breaks to the upside. Let's say this is daily. What do you think will form on the weekly time frame?
A bullish EG buy.
Engulfing buy.
Good. Yeah, now you guys remember one time frame confirmation, right?
Yes.
Now, one time frame confirmation, the reason why we say if price is approaching a monthly zone and taps that monthly zone and closes as a bullish candle, when you are going down to the weekly time frame, we need a one time frame confirmation. Now, the reason why we need a one time frame confirmation is that it actually tells us that daily has turned into a bullish. Okay, let's say we needed a one time frame confirmation on a weekly level. Now, if this forms on a weekly level, it tells us that daily, right?
Daily,
the last
daily
engulfing, daily is now bearish. The last engulfing that brought price inside that daily zone has now broken. That is why we form this engulfing sell. Are we clear?
Yes.
Daily cost.
Yeah, daily cost, yeah. So now this engulfing buy being formed here means that there was a change of storyline here, right? And it's possible that this retracement could be like an inner structure retracement, or it could be that monthly is bearish. So now going down to the monthly time frame, right? What do we have on the monthly time frame? Let me expand this so that you guys will have something to work with. Now on the monthly time frame, this is the last engulfing that brought price down. Am I correct? On the monthly time frame, right?
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned, price is reacting off this engulfing here. Now note how I am drawing my engulfing zones from today, guys. This is how I'm drawing my engulfing zones. So now price reacted from here. So definitely I know that this is the zone that I'm targeting, zone to zone. So now price closed as a bearish candle, which means that I am buying the market to this level. I'm going down to my weekly time frame. Now, according to the weekly time frame, according to the refinement that we have, this is the zone that we are looking for on the weekly time frame. That is where this market price was buying. That is where price was buying. And first of all, what is the structure? Ask yourself, did I also teach you guys structure, right? I taught you guys structure.
Yes.
Just to refresh
Yes.
our brains. Just to refresh our brains. What is price doing? What is price doing here, guys?
Making higher highs and
That's
lower
right.
lows.
Yeah, now the last engulfing, the engulfing that makes the higher high, including the week, the engulfing that makes the higher high is the recent engulfing that we are going to consider as in terms of change of storyline. The same thing goes with sales. The last engulfing that brings price down here is the one we consider as a break of structure. Now the rest are basically roadblocks that we should be aware of. If price breaks this roadblock, we take a retest. If price breaks this roadblock, we take a retest. If price breaks this roadblock, we take a retest. And that is how price continues buying. That is how price moves. So now observe the trend here on the weekly time frame. Now weekly time frame is actually bearish, turned into a bearish trend from this level right here. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Now, ever since that period, price has been trending to the downside. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
So we had series of engulfing cells. We had series of engulfing cells. We had this. We had that, and we also had this, which was the last thing that brought price down, right? And we had this right here. We had this right here. We had that. Now, for price to actually come now, you need to understand that for price to actually come from this level to this level, because since price is trending to the downside, right, we want price to actually continue that weekly trend. But should in case this level is being broken out of, we'll have a change of storyline to the upside. So now our aim is to catch the retracement up to this level.
Yes.
Our aim is to catch a retracement up to this level right here, Am I correct?
Yes.
All right, guys, please give me like 2 minutes, guys. Just give me like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right, guys. So now we are expecting price to come back to this level. Now you need to understand that for price to actually come down to this level, if we are stepping to the daily time frame, if daily is also bullish, right, we want H4 to change its own direction to a bullish trend. Do we understand?
Yes.
Now, remember, I stated on my stories about two laws, two good laws. Now, the first law is the law of current market price, and the second one is the law of structures. Now, first of all, what is the law of CMP? That is what we need to know. Now, first of all, the law of CMP states that we should focus on the current time frame direction as long as it hasn't changed, regardless of the higher time frame, which is always the mother time frame. Now, what do I mean by the mother time frame? Now, currently, right, the mother time frame is the time frame that you are. When you're stepping down to the lower time frame, automatically that lower time frame, right? That lower time frame will become the mother structure. Let's say this is weekly. Now, weekly is the mother to daily. Daily is the mother to 4 hours. 4 hours is the mother to 1 hour, and 1 hour is the mother to M15. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, I repeat, the law of CMP states that we should focus on the current time frame direction as long as it hasn't changed, regardless of the higher time frame known as the mother time frame. Now, what that means is weekly is bearish, right? So now whatever we're doing here, this is basically this is a roadblock. I should say this is a roadblock. Now, like I said, when we are going down and the last engulfing has been violated, all these are all roadblocks, which means that this right here was once a roadblock. Not this, right? This particular engulfing, that new type of engulfing that I showed you guys, basically.
Yes.
This to this. Can you see that? That is why
Yes.
price has been respecting that zone to the upside. Price was not respecting this. Price was respecting this entirely. Support, resistance broken, now support. So now you guys, now price is bearish on this time frame, and for price to actually buy to this level, right? If daily was also bearish, right? It is obvious that this zone on this weekly time frame could be this zone on the daily time frame. So that means for price to actually come down here, if 4 hours was also bearish, 4 hours needs to break structure, right? Right?
Yes.
So now that brings us to the second thing, which is like the law of structures. What is the law of structures? The law of structures states that when the current time frame structure is either bullish or bearish, in this situation, weekly is bearish. We should ensure that the lower time frame structure aligns with the current time frame if we seek to continue the time frame, the current time frame that we are. If not, we focus on the law of CMP, which states that we focus on the current trend of the time frame that we are. So now, according to the law of structures, weekly is bullish. And so if I want to continue this weekly bullish after a retest, what we need to see is that daily needs to what? Daily needs to change to a bearish structure. Am I correct?
The weekly is like when price tapped over, it was bearish, right? Weekly.
Yeah. So what I'm basically saying is let me take this out. What I'm basically saying is weekly is bearish, right? We understand that weekly is bearish.
Yes.
So now we are supposed to trade the bearish trend, continue the bearish trend. Am I correct?
Yes.
So now for
Yes.
price, first of all, since this is the weekly time frame, we may not necessarily wait for price to come down here before we can take a sell. We can trade. This is counter trading. This is what I call counter trading. We are counter trading to catch the retracement. Now, you always remember that for price to actually come down, you will need price to tap each of these zones, any of these zones, and close as a bullish candle. Now, when it has closed as a bullish candle, we have seen that, okay, first of all, it has rejected that zone. And then we want the daily time frame, the last engulfing that brought price up inside the daily time frame to fail, so that we can continue selling the bearish trend of the weekly time frame. Does it make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Does it make sense? I want you guys to be on the same page with me.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes,
All right,
bro.
good. All right, good. So, basically, if we put a line on the first closure of price, when price tapped that zone, and we are going back to the daily. Now, according to the law of structures, right? According to the law of structures, what structure can you see on the daily time frame? Is it a bullish structure or a daily structure, or a bullish structure?
Bearish.
Bearish, right?
Bearish.
Yes.
Now, according to the law of structures, right? According to the law of structures, daily is bearish, and if we want to trade the daily bearish, if we want to trade the bearish retracement of the daily time frame, we want price to retrace to this level, at least on the daily time frame. And also we want price to actually come to this daily level. So we want price to come to this daily level right here in terms of like structures and all of that, right? So now daily is still bearish. So now for us to be able to catch an entry like to this and then continue selling the daily time frame, we want 4 hours to change its storyline. Am I clear?
Yes.
All right. So now we go down to 4 hours. Was there any 4 hours change of storyline? Let's see. Was there any 4 hours change of storyline? No, there was no 4 hours change of storyline because this level here was not being broken out of on 4 hours. And besides, according to the law of CMP, right, it's 4 hour bearish or bullish?
Bearish.
And for us to continue the 4 hours bearish movement, right? For us to continue the 4 hours bearish movement, remember the law of structures. We want 1 hour to align with 4 hours after a retest. Am I clear?
Yes.
So now, as I am going down to 1 hour, first of all, ask yourself, where do you think 1 hour needed to break? First of all, we wanted 1 hour to break this level. Am I correct, guys?
Yes.
Right? We wanted 1 hour to break that level, right? Now, since that level was not being broken out of, right? Price now formed a new engulfing sell zone. Now, I can bet you that if price had stopped somewhere here, first of all, and then we had a retracement to this level, this would have been my entry. Now, this right here is a roadblock that we need to be aware of. So now, if you're selling from this level, when price is pulling back, now let me see if my blue line, this blue line wasn't above when we had this break, So if the blue line was above somewhere here, this blue line right here, which I will teach you guys how to use that in our course of study. If the blue line was above, right, and price broke outside, when it was retracing back, I would have expected at least to kiss that blue line before we start selling to this zone, first of all. But price, in its way of doing things, eventually broke this level. And if price actually pulled back to probably this trend line here, pull back, I would have continued selling. That is the law of CMP. Now, remember, this change of storyline happened in line with our original direction on 4 hours, which is the bearish push. Now, for you to see this, it means that, okay, 1 hour has actually respected that 4 hours bullish push. So what you're looking for is selling opportunities. Am I making any sense?
Yes. Yes.
Good. We go back to our H4 time frame.
Brother, do you use this moving average for your technical analysis?
Yeah, only when I want to take my entries.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if you don't use them, it's come on, it's quite okay. Now look at something very spectacular. It's very fun. Even if you don't use them, it's nothing.
Okay. But it looks good. That's why I asked you, because when price came there, it gave us a good reaction. So that's why I asked.
Yeah. No, it's okay when I'm teaching you guys like entry. In fact, before I even get to entries, you guys must have understood where you need to take your trades and when you need to take your trades. Believe me. So
Sure, brother. Thank you.
we go back to the daily time frame. Eventually, you guys remember how many candlesticks makes up the daily and how many candlesticks makes up the weekly according to the daily time frame. And you guys know that when the daily time frame, if we have 5 candlesticks of the daily time frame being printed, we have a weekly closure. And then the next weekly closure. Now look what happened during the next weekly closure. We had a break, which means that we formed a new engulfing zone, like a 1 time frame confirmation, which is on the daily time frame. Now, this is how it closed. This is how that weekly candlestick closed. And I remember telling myself that this is where I want daily to change its storyline on the daily time frame. I told myself that is the zone that I'm watching out for. And basically, I also told myself that we should continue this bearish push. If price should come back, retest this zone and close as a bearish candle, right? And then we have 4 hours change of storyline. Like price is coming down, we have 4 hours change of storyline. I'll be buying the markets further, but price just spiked up to this level because of the news that happened, the war that happened. The war happened during the weekend, so I knew that obviously price is going to spike, and it's exactly what happened. Although I was still surprised, but the accuracy, it's something that amazed me at some point. So apparently we had a 4 hours change of storyline. That is why price was buying massively. We had a 4 hours change of storyline. And that is why price was buying massively. Now, note this. Now, guys, look at this. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see that?
Yes.
You guys can see that, right?
Yeah.
Now, to me, right, this is a break of structure. This right here is a break of structure. 100%. This is a break of structure. Now, according to price coming back to retest this level, when price was coming back to retest this level, I wanted 1 hour to actually, align in order for us to buy. And you can see that 1 hour never actually aligned. If you put a line here, because this was now like an engulfing buy that formed, right? This is now an engulfing buy that formed. That is why when price pull back, right? When price pull back into that level, let me check this out first of all. When price pull back into that level, when price pull back into this engulfing field that has just happened, we're looking for selling opportunities, which means that we wanted 1 hour to actually align. And if you go back to your 1 hour, did we have a 1 hour change of storyline? Yes. 1 hour change of storyline, 1 hour. And then price pull back like 50% of that candle. Price pull back to this 50%. Your stop loss is only when price has broken out from this level. And you can see that price went down. How many pips? Price just immediately went down. This was NFP. I remember vividly, this was NFP. Price came down, cleared all the liquidities here, mitigated, I think, something to my left. And then we had a change of storyline. That is why price has been trending to the upside. So now apparently price has been trending to the upside. Price has just been trending. And if you go back to your daily time frame, I knew that if price breaks this level, we are buying further to the upside. And eventually it is exactly what happened. As a matter of fact, this blue candle did not close inside this level. It also did not close inside this level. So am I seeing this? Right? Am I seeing this? Look at this with me. According to SNL, is that zone fresh? This is an SNL level, right? So I will consider these two levels. Now, is this zone fresh? Guys?
No.
No. Now, the only zone that was fresh is this zone and this zone. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, when price broke this level, so now it was only this zone that was fresh, this zone that was fresh. So when price broke from this level, I knew automatically that we are heading to this level. This is liquidity now. So this is like the more confidence to know that, okay, yeah, price is going to go to this level because they are the only levels that are fresh. And then as you can see, when price broke above that level, this was a retest. And that's why price was still buying. And we are currently inside this level right here. Okay, price broke from this level entirely. So we're having a retest of this level. And we also have this level in case of a retest to continue buying. But that's by the way. Let's focus on understanding the engulfing with SNR as a whole. So now when price actually pulled back, price was respecting this level right here. When it actually pulled back, price was respecting this level on the weekly time frame. And when it actually pulled back, price pulled back into this left shoulder right here. And I'm like, if price is supposed to respect the bullish movement, if it changes, if daily storyline while retracing changes storyline, this is the last place that price needs to break if we want to continue, the bullish push. So now put a line here. While going down to the daily time frame, did we have a daily change of storyline? Guys, look at it very well.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
price was respecting this daily refined zone here, daily refined zone here, and it is obvious that we now had the change of storyline, which was visible. So I knew very well that this is where price is going up to this zone, because that's basically roadblock. And you guys remember this level that I mentioned, that price needs to break outside this level if we want to continue the weekly push. So now price broke out. We tested. This is a retest. Now remember what I'm saying. Remember the law of currency. Always remember the law of currency MP and the law of structures. Now daily is bullish. According to the law of structures, if daily wants to respect that movement, the lower time frame structures need to align. Do you remember? Do you guys remember the law of structures?
Yes.
Yes.
And of course,
H4.
Yes, in this case H4. And according to the law of CMP, if H4 is bearish, we focus on CMP. We focus on that H4 bearish state. Only if 4 hours CMP does not respect, then we do what? We focus on the original direction of the market, which is the daily time frame. Now, in this situation, price tapped that zone and closed at the bearish candle. Now, going down to H4, what is the structure on H4 time frame? Is the structure of H4 time frame not bearish?
Yes, bearish.
Bearish, good. 4 hours, bearish. Now, according to the law of CMP, price actually respect this dominant engulfing sell here. And for price to actually come down to this level, we want price to come down here so that we'll continue what? Selling according to the CMP. Guys, you remember that? So now, if
Yes.
we want to buy down here, if 1 hour was actually bearish, we want 1 hour structure to change so that we can buy up to this level. Am I correct? Is that right?
Yes, H1 cost.
Okay, good. H1 cost. Have that at the back of your mind. H1 cost. Have that at the back of your mind. H1 cost. Now, let's go down to the H1 time frame and see for ourselves what happened there. Now, H1, note now, what's the current market price on H1? H1 is actually turned into a bearish trend from here. Can you see that? Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Now, this right here is basically a roadblock. This was a roadblock that price broke out of. Now, basically, the inner structure of daily is actually bearish if you want to look at it, because this is a daily push. Now, the last engulfing, remember the last engulfing that price wanted to violate, right? The last engulfing that brought price down is definitely this one. Am I correct? Guys, am I correct?
Yes.
Now, did that engulfing break?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it broke. Definitely. And this was a retest. Now, remember that this is our nearest TP. This zone right here is our 4 hours zone. So we should be aware of this zone. Now, price broke that level and this was a retest. Price went down straight to that level. Now, when price gets to that level, what you need to do is zoom back up and wait for 4 hours to close after rejecting that level. Now, after rejecting that level, that means that is a retest. Do we agree? Price retested this level here. This is a retest. Price has closed. It means that, okay, yes, price has respected that zone. But still, yet you remember that daily is bullish. And if one daily retest to continue, we need to break outside this 4 hours zone. Am I correct? This 4 hours zone right here.
Yeah.
It is as simple as when you understand, like the way I'm seeing it, I'm seeing the market like it is nothing, because I understand the concept in my head. The concept is playing over and over and over every single time. That is why I'm able to capitalize on the market easily. So now, fine. First of all, fine. Price has actually retested on 4 hours, right? So I need 1 hour according to the law of structures. Daily 4 hours is bearish. So I want 1 hour to align. So if I want to continue selling, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, so I'm going to put a line here and I'm going down to 1 hour. Now, did we have, after the reaction, where did 1 hour for 1 hour needed to change its storyline? Isn't this the zone that for 1 hour needed to change its storyline? Is that the zone?
Yes.
Hello, guys.
Oh,
Yes. So if price had broken this zone, I would have been selling more to the downside. Now, since price actually closed as the bullish candle, right? Now you can wait for an engulfing sell on H1 on H4. Sorry. Yeah, on H1 to form. Or you can go down to your M15, right? And wait for a change of storyline to happen. And you know that when a change of straight line happens and price is pulling back, we want M5 to actually align to continue selling that M15 trend. Right? Now, since price closed as a bullish candle, we can go down to M15 and try to catch an early entry, at least down to this level first of all, before this other level. Now, I'm going down to my M15. Sorry, wait, let me go back to 4 hours so I could have like this zone right here to work with on the 1 hour time frame. So I'm going down to my M15. Now, how did price close on M15? Price close as a bearish candle. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now, look at the structure on M15. Is it bearish or bullish? The structure on M15?
Bullish.
Bullish. So we needed this zone to break, right?
Correct. Yes.
Now, according to the law of structures and CNP, now on M15 is bullish. So if we want the M15 bullish trend to continue, what needs to happen? We need to have a 5-minute change of storyline. 5 minutes, according to the law of structure, we want 5 minutes to align with the movement. So now after a retest, now price has retested this and closed as the bearish candle, which means that this zone has been respected. So if I have a 5 minutes change of storyline, I'm buying. Let's go back first of all. So this right here is 15 minutes. And first of all, look at this, guys. Look at this. This last zone has been violated. This last week here has been violated. So obviously, if we have a break of this level, this is where we are heading to. Now,
Yes.
first of all, look at this. Price broke that level. Let me put this. Good. When price broke that level, my moving average was below. We have, when I'm teaching you guys that, you guys will see that we have 3 moving average. We have this, we have this. Now, as long as the blue line is above the red, these two zones, if we have a break according to the direction that we wanted, all I want is a retest to continue buying to this level or this level. But in this situation, price never came back, which is very okay. You will always have entries. You don't have to stress yourself, but the fact that price has gotten to your direction should give you more confidence that you are now understanding the market. So now your job is not to flip account. Debunk that idea that you have about Malaysians, because sometimes at this point, like I have people messaging me on my Instagram on Telegram, and the fact that they are telling me that they got mentored by Khabib, they got mentored by so many people, and they still don't understand direction. Sometimes freaks me out that these people don't actually know what they are doing, or they may know what they are doing, but they don't want to expose it. They don't want to teach people. So now your job is not to flip account, except you have like an A1 setup. You can actually flip an account. Your job is to be precise when you're trading, so that when you start trading a funded account, it's going to be of your own benefit, because you're going to be withdrawing more than trying to flip. So if you can actually target a certain percentage in the market and you're trading that percentage every single day, what happens is your mind is going to get addicted to that particular setup, that when you see it, you're going to trade it because it has met your criteria. So basically, price has cleared this right now by breaking all of this, and I know that definitely price is heading down here. So what I would do in that situation is, the moment I have a pullback, right, to probably this level of 50%, I'll put my buy limit here. And then my stop loss is going to be here, right? And then your first TP is going to be when price clears this liquidity, which is like 19 pips. You're up 19 pips. Price is still going, you're up 19 pips. And definitely we got to the last zone. Now, remember, let's go back to something. Now, when price broke this level, it means that price wanted to continue buying because of the current market price. But let's go down to the M5 for you guys to see if we actually had a change of, according to the law of structures, which means that if price is bearish, we want the lower time frame structures to align if we want to continue buying. Now, first of all, where do you guys think price needed to break before we continue buying? This is where price needed to break on M5. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now, as long as it is in line of as long as it is in line with M15 direction, if we have a break, the possibilities that it will actually continue is greater than the one that the price is bearish, and then you're trying to buy. It's going to fail you. So as long as price has broken this, if price did not break this zone and then it respected the 15-minute zone, we'd have wanted 1 minute to align with the bearish so that we'll continue selling, right? I hope you guys understand. Do you guys understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, 5-minute inner structure was actually bearish, but the overall structure was bullish on 5 minutes. But the 5-minute inner structure is the one that is bearish, which means that if price had tapped this zone and closed as a bullish candle, would have gone down to 1 minute to look for a break to continue selling. Does that make sense?
Yes. So it is continuation of 5 minutes with 1 minute.
Yes. So in this situation, price broke, and now what happened is I would have taken my FIPS, placed it here. Unfortunately, price never come back. Can you see this green line? This blue, can you guys see the blue EMA? It is under. So apparently, if price had tested this level, would have been on a massive profit to this zone, and your stop loss would be basically here 8 pips, and then you would have bagged like 25 pips. This is a very sweet trade. This is a very sweet trade. Are you guys seeing it?
Yes.
Okay, good. So let me check this out. So we go back to like the 50-minute time frame. Now, can you see how even when 4 hours was bearish, according to the law of CMP and structure, the law of CMP and structure will help you to know when a change of storyline is applicable. Now, as you can see now, this is the second time price tapped this zone. When price tapped this zone, we're expecting price to continue selling, right? We're expecting price to continue selling because 4 hours is still bearish.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, the second time price tapped that zone. So let's see. The second price tapped that zone. Did we have a 1 hour change of storyline? Now, first of all, ask yourself, where do you think we wanted to change storyline? It is obvious that this is the zone that price had to change storyline. This zone right here. Did price even come close to that zone? No. Whereas price came to respect this dominant zone here, this engulfing failed zone here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Price came to respect these two zones here. Now, 1 hour is still, inner structure is still bullish, which means that according to the law of CMP and the law of structures, what time frame do you think needs to align with our 1 hour structure? M15. What's your name again? I've forgotten your name.
Jeet.
Not Jeet, not you, Jeet. CK. I've forgotten your name. Is it R something? Not Seed. The third person. We just spoke today.
You mean
You spoke to me, Jeet.
Not Jeet. I spoke to Jeet today. I spoke to the second person today.
Okay,
not you, Jeet.
Fair. You mean
Not Seed. I don't even know his name. His profile picture is like this Free Palestine.
It's me.
Oh yeah, what's your name? What's your name again?
Fahd. Fahid. Fahd. Yeah, it's quite difficult to pronounce. Fahd.
do you have some kind of like nickname?
Nickname?
Yeah.
Fahid. Is Fahid
Okay, Fahid. That's your name, Fahid.
That's it. Fahid. Yes. Just name
Fahid.
me Fahid. Fahid is
Okay.
also,
Okay. Now,
okay.
Fahid. Do you
Yes, bro.
understand what I'm explaining?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now if I'm
Yeah.
going down to my 15 minutes, I need 15 minutes to align with that structure, with that movement. Now, first of all, 15 minutes is bullish, is bearish. The structure is bearish because we turn into a bearish move from this level right here on 50 minutes. 50
Yes.
minutes. And ever since then, if you notice, 15 minutes has maintained a bearish move up down to that level, which means now we want price to break outside the zone. Am I correct? Now, according to the CMP, 15 minutes is bearish. And you can see now, 15 minutes reacted to that zone, closed inside that zone. So now, according to the law of CMP and the law of structures, according to the law of CMP, 1 hour is bullish, 15 minutes is bearish. Which time frame do you focus on?
15.
Good. Now, according to the law of structures, 15 minutes is bullish. What do we expect to do next after a retest?
Say again, Adam.
Now, let me repeat this. According to the law of CMP, the law of CMP states that whatever we have on the lower time frame, whatever direction we have on the lower time frame, we focus on that. Now, on this time frame of 15 minutes, according to the law of CMP, is 15 minutes bearish or bullish?
Bearish.
Bearish. Now, good. Now, according to the law of structure, let me repeat the law of that structure so that you guys can remember. According to the law of structure, it states that when the current time frame structure is either bullish or bearish, we should ensure that the lower time frame structure aligns with the current time frame if we see continuation after a retest. Now, if that doesn't happen, then we focus on the law of CMP. Now, according to the law of structure, price has retested this engulfing sell zone, which means that 15 minutes was bearish. Now, according to the law of structures, we want the lower time frame to align after a retest. Now, which time frame are we going down to after a retest? Guys,
5 minutes.
5 minutes. So now I'm going down to 5 minutes. Now that I'm going down to 5 minutes, this is where we wanted price to break, right?
Yes.
Right? Did that happen? No. Right? It never happened. Now look at this. Look at the current market price on 5 minutes right now. What do you see about the structures? You can see that 15-minute structure is bullish. And this is a retest. Can you see that, guys?
Yes.
So according to the law of retest, if I have a 1 minute change of storyline, what do you think I'll be doing? I don't know if I can make it back. Oh shit. I can bet you 100,000% that there was a 1 minute change of storyline to the upside. I can bet you guys that there was 100% there was a 1 minute change of storyline to the upside. Now 5 minutes was bearish because we broke outside this level, right? We broke outside that level, and this was a retest. Now according to the law of CMP, what is the current bullish state on 5 minute time frame? Bullish. Now, according to the law of structure, after a retest, what do we expect? We expect 1 minute to align with the retest. Yes. And it is obvious that there was a 1 minute change of storyline. That is why we had this. Does it make sense to you guys now?
Yes.
So now going back to our 15 minutes, it is really obvious that 15-minute structure that we wanted it to break actually broke. Now I expected that after this break, right? Probably the 15 minutes, I expected that this level here is going to like hold markets back so that when it is retracing, right? When it is retracing, Now the thing is, now let me explain something very, 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 very sweet, very, very magical to you guys. Now, do you know why sometimes? Okay, now do you know why sometimes? Let's say we had a break and price pull back into this zone like this. Price pull back into our zone. Now, normally, if price pull back, it should start buying. But should in case price should break outside, this is a loss. Take it. Just accept it. Just accept that that is a loss. Now, what gives markets the more reason to push up, even after encountering a roadblock, is because you have actually aligned 2 time frames, which means that 1 hour was actually bullish, and as a result of this closure here, 15-minute change is storyline, and so due to the 1 hour push, it has helped the 15 minutes to actually push to the upside. So irrespective of the fact that we have a roadblock here, if price had pulled back, I would have taken my entries from here to the upside. But they never came back because this was a news. If price had broken out and came back here, I would have been buying the market, obviously. There is nothing stopping me. I would have bought the market, obviously. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we go back. As you can see, we have actually avoided. This is how you avoid. That is how you avoid trading against the trend, despite the fact that 4 hours was bullish, but the lower time frame did not align. That is why we are not buying. That's why we are not selling. And as a matter of fact, price broke that level, and we got to this level right here. So now let's go back to our daily time frame. Now we expected price. Oh, sorry, daily time frame. We expected price to actually head to this level. Am I correct? Price has gotten down to the level, and we have formed. We formed. Now you can take this, or you can take the low of this. This is like a left shoulder. So me, I'll probably take this right here. That's my left shoulder daily. So now apparently, when price reacted to this level, I knew that this is where I want to sell the market to. Obviously, that's where I want to sell the market to. I wanted to sell the market to this level right here. So now I need 4 hours to actually align. Like, always remember the law of CMP and the law of current market price. Obviously, this is where I wanted price to change its storyline on the 4 hours time frame. Am I correct, guys? I'm
Yes.
correct, right?
Yeah.
Now, eventually, during the process, in fact, this red candle. Now, first of all, what is the structure on 4 hours? Is 4 hours still bearish, or it's now bullish?
At that line?
No. Look at the entire structure of 4 hours. Look at this. Now, when I'm talking about structure, the slightest engulfing failed is what I would consider as a structure. The slightest engulfing failed is a structure to me. So which means that this was a lower low. Price broke, came back, broke, is now lower low. This is not a structure because there was no engulfing here. This engulfing is the one that brought price there. So when price broke this level, price was now bearish on H4. And now this level got broken, price is now bearish. Now this level got broken, price is now bullish. Now ever since it broke outside this level, did it turn to a bearish level?
No.
I'm not looking at this. I'm not looking at this right now.
It was bullish.
Good. It was bullish. So now I want you guys to understand structure. My structure is engulfing. As it is, price turned into a bearish structure from this level. We tested, came, we tested, came, we tested, came down, broke that structure. Maybe price wanted to respect a daily level right here, and remember that this place needed to break. So in that case, 1 hour need to change its storyline. Price 1 hour need to break so that we'll come down here, and then 1 hour, 4 hours broke. We came down here. Now we reacted from a level right here, and we knew that if price wanted to change storyline, this level had to break, and that level broke. Like, you guys understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Fahid, Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please, I want everyone to be on the same page with me. So now that means this red closure is a retest. There's nothing you can see. It is a retest. So now what that means is 1 hour needs to align. Now, first of all, where do you want 1 hour to align? Now, if you guys had waited for this particular engulfing to fail, you would have been late when it comes to entry on 1 hour. Right?
Yeah, but the
That
new
is
type which we talked today.
so now this
Yeah.
is the right break of structure. Can you guys
Correct.
see that? Besides, the blue
Yes.
line was below. So now you would have taken your TP from here. Your entry would have been on the 50% of this. Now your stop loss would have been like 25 or 20 pips. And then your take profits would have been like, the take profits would have been according to where price wanted to test. Let's see, this zone was no more fresh. So now obviously I wanted price to come down to this level right here. And in fact, if I wanted price to come inside this, I wanted price to come inside this zone. So you can see that even when price tested that level, right? When it came up, it didn't still break this last engulfing, because I don't consider this is not an engulfing. Let me show you guys something. This is not an engulfing, but the fact that we have a support zone, which I will teach you guys how to trade using supports, this place wasn't broken out of. But the fact that price broke this level, if you switch back to a line chart, can you see the confluence we had there? Can you guys see the confluence there?
Yeah.
So this was your entry.
Yes.
This was your entry, right? And then the moment price came here, that is 1:1. So now that's 40 pips. Even when price retraced, it would have taken us out on break even. But now, remember, the structure is still bullish from here. It would have taken us out, but price rejected that level. Can you see that? So put a line. If you put a line here, since the structure itself is bullish, now it's still bullish. Price didn't break this last engulfing here, because this is the engulfing that price should have broken if we wanted to consider it to be like a change of market direction. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So now price breaking that level, I want, according to the law of structure, I want 15 minutes to align if I want to continue buying. So where is it? Is this the level? So now, did we have a 15-minute break? We had the 15-minute break. And obviously the blue line was under. So when price pulled back, this was our second entry for the day. And where was our TP? This was our TP, and price eventually came up to like 70 pips. Easy peasy. Isn't that crazy? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? It is, right? And it would, I think we had this trend line. Okay, we never had like any trend line that supported that move. So that's why I'm saying trend line is very subjective. I don't really have a specified rule, but there is something I'm noticing about trend line, right? There's something I am noticing about trend line, which I will, in my course of study, like I will really delve into the trend lines, because there's something magical about trend lines, especially when you see them at the right time. Especially this type of trend line that I see. I think Jit is really professional at drawing this type of trend line, because I see him do this a lot. But it's actually correct. It's actually correct, no doubt. Because now if you look at the law, according to the law of trend lines that I have, right, we need 2 points. 2 points. Right? So that at the third touch, if price doesn't respect that zone, if it breaks above, we are going to buy. So which means that if we have this, right, this could be my 2 points, right? This could be my 2 points. Like what I'm talking about is this zone here and this one here could be my 2 points. This could be my 2 points. So now if price should break according to the direction that we have, and we are able to find this, along the line while price is trying to retest, it is very, very okay. That is what I am trying to learn. That is what I'm learning from JIT, because I see him do that a lot. So in this situation, I had first point, I had second point, and now I have a third point. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful, guys?
Yes. Yes.
So we should all thank JIT for that, because I have been looking at him for a while now. So that was a very good trade. Now you realize that at the end of the day, we caught this move 48 pips, and now we also caught this move, which is apparently 77 pips, and we are done for the day. You've completed your challenge. Isn't that crazy?
Yep. A single day for a challenge with high accuracy.
So now I don't really want to even analyze all of this, because they all follow. The market follows all type of movements. Market is very spectacular. Now, this right here was the next break, the break of structure that happened. Now, can you see that price actually broke that structure? Can you see that? You guys would have waited for. Now you guys would have waited for this to happen. You guys would have waited for this to happen. But this is the main break. This is a retest. After price retesting that level, put a line there. According to the law of current market price or structure, right? We want 1 hour to align, right? So going down to your 1 hour. Now, in this situation, 1 hour is actually bullish, right? According to the law of CMP, I want price to retest this level. Now, I can bet you guys $1 million that each of these retests never gave us a 15-minute change of storyline. Do you guys believe me?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what happened when price finally broke this level? Price broke, and eventually this was our target. That is why this was our target for the day, for that daily zone. This was our daily target. That is why trading this pullback would have been risky. So now, if price had broken out of this level just before getting here, and then it pulled back to this blue line, I would have sold it down here. Does that make sense?
Yes. Like
Yes.
target would have been fresh.
Yes, good. But since price has already gotten down here, don't stress yourself. There is always billions of opportunities to trade. So now, the purpose of a one-time frame confirmation now is, this was a one-time frame confirmation that formed. Go back to 1 hour. This is 1 hour. Now, guys, remember the formation of an engulfing. Remember the formation of an engulfing, that since we had this engulfing here, it means that 15 minutes structure has changed to a bearish structure. And now the retest of this structure here, means that I'll be selling down to this level right here, this last level here, this last support here.
Yes.
Right. So now, as price is testing this, I want 15-minute structure to align. Let's go down to 15 minutes. Let me take this out so that you guys can know what we are doing. Let's go down to 15 minutes. Now, ask yourself, guys, did we have a 15-minute change of storyline? Yes, we did. This is the retest. Now, although this is like a very small retest, although it's a retest, but I expected price to probably pull back to the 50% or the 38%, right, for us to start selling from. So my this thing would have been from this level, and then this is 39 pips. I would have targeted like 25 pips stop loss, or probably can keep it at 20 pips, and then this would have been your immediate target, hoping that it will break. And after it broke, you can see that price eventually went down ASAP.
Yes.
You can see that.
Yeah.
Because my blue, if you observe, my blue moving average is now above. So now I was expecting price to come down to this level. Now, in my course of study, learning, monitoring, looking at gold, on Mondays, price doesn't retest after it breaks out on Mondays. Like I have studied the times without number. Price doesn't like to retest after I break out on Mondays. But you see from Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays, Wednesday and Thursdays, price always breaks out and retests. There's always a retest. I'm not saying price doesn't retest on the Mondays, but the amount of times it retests on a Monday is lesser than the times it retests from Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Fridays, price likes to retest deeply. Like the retest is always very deep, right? So now basically that is like the direction of the markets, like understanding everything. So going back to my 1 hour, where I've had an entry here down to this level, and eventually price had changed its storyline. So now everything is, go back to 4 hours. Now remember, on 4 hours, this is the daily zone we wanted to come to, and price had already come to that level. Beautiful. Like everything is just, it's all about understanding the time frame that you are and working with that time frame, basically. Now look at this with me, guys. Now price cleared this liquidity. Can you see that? That last support. Price cleared that last support. Can you see that, guys?
Yes.
And now it came and reacted to this level. Now, if 4 hours actually aligned again, now what is the current market price on daily? Daily is bullish. What is the law of structure?
4 hours.
The law of structure. Yeah, the law of structure states that if the current market structure would only continue if the lower time frame structures align, which means that 4 hours needs to align. Am I correct? Now, guys, did we have a 4 hours change of storyline? Yes, this was a 4 hours change of storyline. That is why price pulled back and retested, and we were buying. Can you see that? So now, this is 4 hours. You don't just take your trades on 4 hours. You don't do that to yourself because the stop loss is big. You don't do that. But would have had like an early entry above this level. And you can see that even when price came to retest this level, according to 4 hours is now bullish. We only want 1 hour to respect. So if you go down to your 1 hour, we wanted 1 hour to respect, which means that this level got broken out of on 1 hour. And as such, price retested a left shoulder. This is a left shoulder. Price retested this left shoulder here. Price retested that left shoulder again because price came, retested, couldn't break a structure. This is the second retest. So that second retest means that we need 15 minutes to actually align if we are buying the market to our original direction. Now, first of all, where do you guys think 15 minutes needs to break structure? Now, it is obvious that this is where 15 minutes needs to break structure. Am I correct? Am I correct, guys?
Yes.
Now, price could not break that 15-minute structure, and then it had to come back. Now, while it was coming back, now price was respecting this dominant engulfing buy here. Can you see that? So for price to respect this dominant engulfing buy, it means that this is the last zone that I'm looking to buy the market to. So which means that if 5 minutes gives me a change of storyline, if 5 minutes gives me a change of storyline, I'm buying. Now, it is obvious that price actually broke that level without coming back, which is very okay. You don't need to stress about anything. You've missed that entry. It's very okay. Now, as far as price has gone to your direction, don't stress. See, let me be entirely honest with you guys, right? You will not find what I am teaching you guys anyway. What I am teaching you guys, I'm straight up 100% honest with you guys because I am backtesting every single move in the market so that you guys can see for yourself that yes, this is a system that you're looking for. Now, if you keep practicing this over time, it will open your eyes to so many things in the market. So now, forget about the fact that someone is using 2 lot size and is having multiple positions. I don't believe in that shit. I believe in having a system and trading that system to be profitable. Because at the end of the day, we are all about the profits. Am I correct?
Yes.
We are all about having that financial. We are all about having that financial freedom. Now, what if you have a profitable strategy? You learn a profitable strategy. you backtest, it's working, your confidence is building. Because my confidence has built to a point that even if I take a loss, it doesn't matter to me, because I'll actually trade against the market. So now imagine having a funded account, and those two M15 zones that we backtested. I don't know if you guys remember the zones that we backtested, that 1 hour broke, pull back, we entered and he came back and took us out and broke even, and you stepped down on 15 minutes, still had another entry. Those two trades alone, you've passed your challenge, and you withdraw your $5,000, your $10,000, your $100,000. So what I did is when I discovered this, it was crazy, because when I stepped into a funded account, I repeated the same thing, the same process. This one is not about fear of missing out or fear of being taken out. You know what you are looking for. And if those rules are being met according to the law of current market price and the law of structures are being met, you will always take your profits. If market goes to your direction, you're fucking milking the market. And what happens is you don't necessarily need to take like 30 trades in a week. 4 or 5 trades, you're done with your funded account. And what I did is when I get a $10,000 account, I'm going to get like 4 and link them together. So if my profit split is about $800, I am going to get $800 from the 4 accounts. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
So now I am basically trading one account, but it's repeating on these 4 accounts. So that is like me getting like $3,200 in a week. That is how I started, till I got to like $100,000, and I got to like $500,000, and I got to $1 million, and I bought a house for myself trading this.
Yes, brother. That's really good.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yes, it inspires us.
Yes, bro.
Good.
Sounds amazing.
I want to inspire guys to do better. So now, as a matter of fact, let's go to the current today's markets direction. Okay, first of all, what are we looking at? If you go back to the weekly time frame, weekly broke above this level, this SNR, this engulfing level, and we are looking for a retest. Now, price is inside this level. Now, since it's already Thursday, I will not take any other trade. What I will just do is I'll wait for this candlestick to close. Now, according to the law of current market price, weekly is bullish. Am I correct?
Yes,
because
brother.
we broke outside this level.
Yes.
Now, according to the law of structure, what do you think we should expect on the daily time frame?
Alignment for bullish.
Alignment. It is that simple.
Yes.
So now, as I'm
Daily
going down to
bullish.
my daily time frame, now remember, weekly hasn't closed yet. So we are not focusing on weekly right now because it hasn't closed yet.
Yeah.
It is only when it has closed we have validated that, okay, that is a retest. It has respected the zone. So now we are trading daily. What are we seeing on daily? What's the current market price on daily? Daily is now bearish. First of all, bearish
Yes.
Let's
on
change
the daily
structure.
time frame. Yeah. Now, according to the law of current market price, weekly is bullish, but daily is bearish. Which time frame do we focus on? According to
Correct.
CME,
Bearish.
Daily.
daily. We focus on daily. Now, according to the law of structure, after a retest, now this candlestick hasn't closed yet. Do you know that this blue candlestick hasn't closed yet? So this is not entirely a retest yet. It is when this blue candlestick has closed, then we focus on the law of structure, which means that 4 hours need to align. Does it make sense? So now this buy came from this left shoulder here, because this is obviously a roadblock. And remember, guys, remember what I said. If we have this, and price breaks the structure, these are all roadblocks that could reverse the market, and we are buying. But sometimes it will come back with test according to the fact that price is bearish. So now, if price comes here while retesting, 4 hours has changed to a storyline. It will come down. So this, which means that while this is retesting, this is the same thing happening here. So we want 4 hours to align so that we continue selling. So now this came because 4 hours decided to change, but sometimes it is not 4 hours that will change, because 4 hours could still be bearish. Sometimes it is 1 hour that will change so that we start buying to this level.
Yeah. And brothers, sometimes what happens is that 4-hour gives us too many shift in structure or confirmation of storyline, but price doesn't respect that and suddenly moves up. In the past price action, I've seen that happening without
Yeah,
respecting the without respecting the H4 storyline. As the daily is bullish, weekly is bullish, we get an early sell indication from H4 that okay, H4 can give us some sense, but price doesn't respect that and straight away starts moving up. So what? How
now
can we
see,
tackle that?
now remember, your goal is you want 2 time frames to align. That is the
Yes.
goal. Now,
Okay.
if 4 hours is bearish,
Yes.
1 hour needs now 4 hours is bearish. Well, price is retesting. We want 1 hour to respect it. Now, what I'm saying is you can take a loss. It is very
Yes.
normal to take losses. Like it is very normal. Now, what is wrong in trading is when you don't have a profitable system.
Yes.
Because when a profitable system consists of win and losses. Now with my system, you can win 6 times and lose 4 times. So now if you're risking 1:3 and you're winning 6 times, your losses is not even near, it's nothing compared to what you're winning.
Absolutely.
So now what you're talking about is, let's say 4 hours is bullish, right?
Yes. Yes.
And well retesting, right? It came retest and close as a bearish candle,
Yes.
and 1 hour actually breaks without coming back. Is that what you mean?
No. I meant that sometimes what 4-hour does is that 4-hour gives us a confirmation of storyline that price has turned bearish. It breaks the
Okay.
structure. And now we expect that okay, we have a H4 engulfing and H4 engulfing failed, and
Okay.
DRD or DRD H4 breakout or anything through SNR also we can expect. But what happens is price comes there, gives us some confirmation through the trades, but doesn't also confirm the storyline in H1 as you said. But I expected that okay, we have got a H4 breakout now, we can take some small short-term sells or something like that. But price used to
Okay.
just take me out sometimes and then drop, or it used to just move up and invalidate the H4 sell idea.
You know what? I wish you can actually annotate this for me, but can you make a video about it, like on a plane stuffs like this? Can you make a video after now and send to me?
Oh, sure.
All
I'll
right,
do that.
please do. Please ensure that you do. Please ensure that
Sure,
you
brother.
do. But so far, do you understand what I'm explaining to you?
Absolutely. Actually, this has cleared my doubt, so there's no doubt according to that. But I just
Okay.
wanted to clarify that with you because as you have the experience and expertise in this, so it was better for me to use your experience to get my answer. So that's why I asked you. But the
All right,
most
no
of the part
problem.
that you expect that you need a time frame to combine and give us the same directional entry, right, brother?
Yes.
So if I have this H4 daily EG for
Yeah.
sale or daily engulfing failed for sales, you expect that okay, I need also H4 EG
After a
to
retest,
yes,
after a retest has happened, yes,
yes,
because
okay,
that retest could mean that 4 hours has turned to a bullish storyline. So if it wants to respect this like daily zone, it has to, like, 4 hours has to change. But in this situation, if you put a line here, I knew that price was going to come down to this level right
brother.
here.
If someone just wants to scalp without following the directional stuff, and he just wants
You
to
can
scalp in small points, what time frame do you suggest, and how do you suggest us to trade?
Okay, now just like we have monthly, weekly, daily, H4, right?
Yes, yes,
Can you see that?
Yes, brother, I can see that absolutely.
Monthly, weekly, daily H4 for
Yes.
long-term trades. Weekly, daily H4, H1, kind of like long-term. Daily H4, H1, M5. This is a daily trade. Now H4,
Yes.
H1, M5. This is scalping.
Yes. Yes.
Is that
And
clear?
why not M30, brother? Can we use M30 instead of M15?
Yeah, sure. No. Don't make that mistake. Let me clarify something. Let me wait. Now, see, for okay. I see you, Fahid. I see you. No problem, man. No problem. You're still in the call? Okay, you're still in the call. Okay,
Yeah,
no problem.
yes.
So, now let me clarify something. H4.
Yes.
H4 equals to H1 slash M30.
Yes.
Now, for H1, we use M15. For
Okay.
M30, we use M5.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Absolutely.
Okay. So,
So for
let's go
H1
back to
engulfing level, or engulfing field level, use M15, and if it's M30,
yes,
use M. Am I right?
M5. Yes, if it's M30, use M5. Why? Because
Yes.
H1, 4 candlesticks of the
Yes.
M15 will close H1.
Yes.
As for
Yes.
M30, 5 candlesticks, 6 candlesticks of M5 will do M30.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank you, brother. It's
So,
clear now.
all right. So price reacted here. I knew that price was going to come down here. So H4, what do we have in H4? I knew that H4 is bearish, and we will only change storyline only if we break above this level. Now,
Yes.
note that we have not break above this level, but price had
Yeah.
already tapped into that zone, which means that price closing as a bullish candle meant that price respected this zone right here
Yeah.
Yes.
on H4. So now that means what I do is this is how price has closed. Now what I tell myself is, okay, what if I wanted to buy the market from this level to this level here? So that means I will take it from this level, put it here, and play the same thing. Okay, now H1. What do we have on H1? H1, now remember this is the line. This is the line we are coming to. Now that means I want this zone to fail on H1.
Yes.
Now
Confirmation of
apparently
story.
H1 formed one time frame confirmation.
Yes.
Right. In fact, it may see in this break. This is your entry.
Yeah, I actually saw this in the night, brother, but I wasn't able to take that.
Nah. If you saw this in the night and you not take it, I need to put my hand inside this screen and slap you. Because this happens once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Can you see that? That was our entry for today.
Yeah.
Now,
If you say M30, I was waiting for M30 there.
Now, according to the last retest, if you put a line on this retest, we didn't have a 15-minute change of storyline. So I'll put my line on this one, and it is obvious that we had a 15-minute change of storyline. Where do we expect 15 minutes to change storyline? It is obvious that this is where we want a 15 minutes to change storyline.
Yeah.
You can see that, right, guys?
Yes.
You can see that.
Yes.
And even when market broke that level, price could not break this last engulfing by here, which means that if you had switched back to if you had gone down to 5 minutes, you would have had an entry and price would have continued going up to the upper side. Now this thing happening right here, ignore it.
Yeah.
This is as a result of price respecting something on the 1 hour time frame, and even when it broke the structure, like the 1 hour structure, inner structure couldn't change.
Yeah. Precise.
Price reacted from this level. and it was buying. Can you see that spike to the upside?
Yes.
But you'd have still had an early entry. Can you see that break?
Yeah. Bro.
Yeah, break and retest.
On 3 minutes. On 3 minutes, right? You guys can see
Yes.
that, right? The blue line was above, so that was a retest. And that was your stop loss would be 23 pips. And you know that obviously this is your first target here on 50 minutes. That was like that was like
5.
as you can see, price maintained that bullish after this breakout here. Price has maintained all the engulfing buys was respected.
Yes.
So now you have price going crazy, 80 pips, 100 pips, last TP, which was 120 pips from this small entry. So imagine taking this trade on a funded account. You're done. You're done. Like there are some weeks, right? There are some weeks where I take a trade. I just take one trade, one single trade, and I'm done. Do you know how crazy that is?
Yeah.
One trade and you're done. One. So that was like the entry for today. And I was actually looking at Bitcoin. I was looking at Bitcoin today. Because I think the war coming up, like I think there will be a World War III. Because someone if you notice, Bitcoin is actually rising, gold is rising. So something is happening. Big people, those big men are actually investing their money because they don't want to lose their money during this war period, right? So what is happening? BTC USD. Is it no more in the market? So there is a zone I want price to break on BTC. There is a zone I wanted price to break on BTC. Okay, fine. I wanted price to break this zone right here. I wanted price to break this zone right here, but price did not break that zone. Now, note that price had cleared this liquidity from here. Price had cleared this liquidity from here. And as such, price wanted to come and retest the engulfing buy that is here, right? And so right now, price has cleared this liquidity. Now, price has cleared. Now, see one thing about liquidity here. Can you guys see this last place?
Yes.
Now, price has cleared that zone and has formed another engulfing cell. Now, to me, I want price to break this other one now. So, which means that if price should do this, Bitcoin might eventually go to. Okay, actually, I'm expecting price to actually go down to, let's see, according to retracement levels. I want price to head down to this level right here. This level right here, which is 44,000. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to go to 44,477. Let's screenshot that. I'll show you guys later. So basically, guys, let me show you guys something. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
These are basically the trades I have been taking since last week. As you can see, when price broke this structure here, I was like, price is gonna come back to this level, and it is obvious that price came back to that level. Can you guys see that? That's the trade I took yesterday on gold.
It was
Basically,
story.
I have my screenshots. This retest here actually happened, and price I was able to back this on 3 minutes. This one happened. I was able to back this. I was able to back this. I was able to back all of this. I was able to back this. That if price should break this level, I'm coming down to this last level, and price actually came there. Now you should be having screenshots like this, because what screenshots like this help is when you go back to your previous screenshots, you see that you're progressing, following a particular system that, oh yes, it's working.
Yeah.
Like this. Like,
Yes.
okay, can you see this? Can you see this right here? I was like, price is going to come down to this level. Boom, price broke out. I took that entry. It went to that level on gold. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Yes.
Same thing over and over. This is 3 months. As you can see, this screenshot was when? This was when was the screenshot again? So now it doesn't matter anyways. What I'm trying to say is everything in the market has a rule. And once you are able to follow these rules are what I have seen personally, not because I learned from someone. Now, I would thank Camarelito and some other mentors for actually opening my eyes, although I was already profitable from the other strategies that I've been learning. But learning about Engovin has enhanced my trading career in such a way that I couldn't believe it's possible. Because the way I'm seeing the market is extremely, like right now, it is extremely different, right? So I could literally not trade the whole week because I'm satisfied with what I've been able to make from. I have my own personal accounts that I've been able to flip from like $100 to like $10K in like 2 weeks, right? Trading one particular system, right? Now, I trade funded accounts, but I only trade them when I need specifically when I want to do something very big. So I could just literally get like I could get like $500,000 funded accounts, like two $500,000 accounts, link both of them and then trade and get my profits. Using this thing that I'm teaching you guys, like this system that I'm teaching you guys.
Yes.
Right. So now, please, you guys, this is like everything that I have to tell you guys. Like, this is what I want to show you guys. In our next class, we'll talk about liquidity as a whole. Is that clear? Do you guys understand what I've been able to show you guys today?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, good.
And also, another part is FDL moving average indicator. Do you have any separate setting or it is as it is?
What do you mean?
I was asking that the moving average, for that, do you have any settings separately or the one that is default?
Okay. If you go, okay, let me take it out and show you guys where I got it from. I got it from like Fibs Don't Lie. Like I learned it, like he has so now if you go to your indicators, right? What I want you guys to search is Fibs Don't Lie, FDL moving average. You see it, FDL moving averages. See it here, Can you see it? So you just click on it and then it appears.
Okay, perfect.
Any question?
No, brother.
No.
All right, thank you guys for your time. I'm really sorry for like taking guys' time. I've been like, I recently just bought a house, a very big family house, right? So I've been like trying to move out, all that stuff, trying to set up my trading desk and so many other things. So it's been like really choking, right?
Yeah.
So, but now I'm like kind of like settled. So we'll get on with everything. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And secondly, I'll be ending my personal, I'll be ending some personal mentorship sessions this year because I told myself that if I ever get to be profitable, right, that I will actually help people. Because someone asked me, like, one of my profitable students that is also like I have 7 profitable students. Like I have 8 profitable students. I have other students that are also profitable, but I mean people that are really like milking the market. Like sometimes I'm like, y'all should just calm down for other people to like make this money. Yeah. So no, what they basically asked me is like they don't believe that I actually brought my cost down to at least $100. and I'm like, I'm already making money from the whole thing. Now I'm only keeping it at $100 because psychologically, if something is being given to you for free, it makes no sense.
Yes. Yes.
So if you have at least a little sacrifice, a little sacrifice to what you're learning, it's gonna make you like be serious. So I'm like, I mean, let me just make it to everybody, because I was also desperate, like everyone is, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, let me keep it at that level, right? So now, basically, for me, it has been really, really stressful, really, really stressful.
Yes.
Monthly, you understand? So what I'm
Yes.
telling myself is next year I want to work with like some like long time mentorship students, right? I'm actually going to bring the price down for people to be able to afford like a lifelong mentorship, because I want to have a community of people that know how to trade. I want to have a community of traders who are actually making money, right?
Yeah, that
So
would be great.
so that I could literally come. I would literally come inside the group, and like I don't need to analyze the market. I know that I have profitable traders, and if they are telling me to buy, I can buy. Do you understand? That is that is a major flex, right?
Yeah.
That is a major flex, right? So that is what I am looking at right now. So
That's really great.
yeah, so that is like what I have for you guys today. This session has been like really helpful, even to me, and I believe that's been helpful to you guys, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
a lot.
All right.
And
So
when can we expect the next session?
our next session is going to be during the weekends. So I'll send the videos to you guys after now.
Sure.
And as usual, you guys' comments will actually upbuild me to do more. Okay.
Sure, brother.
All right. Thank you. And I'll see you guys on during the weekend. And who asked me that question? Sid, you asked me a question. So you know what you do? Just make a video and send.
Okay. Well, can I share the screen and ask you, if I may?
Can you do what?
For now? Yeah. Can I share the screen and ask you the question?
Okay. You want to share your screen?
Yeah. If you can.
Can we do that? Is that possible?
Yeah, I guess it is possible.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying it. Okay, let me stop mine. Yeah, let me just stop sharing. Is it possible to share your screen? No.
Yes, I'm just sharing now. Okay. Is it visible?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never knew this was possible. This is crazy. Okay. All right.
Okay. So what I want to ask you is that sometimes what price does is that, in a way, when price creates H4
Okay.
direction like this and gives us a break of this and gives us a confirmation of storyline, rather that be from a daily engulfing sell from something like this, or it could be an SNR level. It gives us a H4 confirmation, but whilst this price has given us this thing, the direction overall is still bullish. In weekly, in daily, everything is bullish, but H4 has given us an early signal of a bearish confirmation of storyline and the trend.
I think your the video is actually slow. I don't know why. Video is actually slow.
Yeah. Even I feel it's slow, brother, because it's moving in a clear way.
Okay, so just make a video. Other guys can see. Then I'll also make a video replying to it.
Sure, brother. I will ask you.
Okay. All right. I hope you're not offended, anyways.
Sure. No, I'm not at all offended for that.
All right. All right. I need to ask. All right.
Yeah.
You guys take care of yourself. See you later.
Okay, Adam. Thanks, bro.
No,
Bye-bye.
All right, man. All right.
Bye.